Hello guys, I am V. Sai Srinivas of 9th class from Mathman. So today I am going to explain today's editorial. So let's get started. So today our editorial's name is Growth with Inequality. The economic survey seems to privilege wealth creation over reduction of income disparity. So the economic survey for 2020 21 is a expansive attempt at reviewing the development in the Indian economy during the current financial year and providing an outlook for its near-term prospects. Spread over 700 pages, the survey opts for a self-congratulatory tone with, while highlighting the policy achievements of the government in steering the economy through the treacherous shoals of the most unfathomable global health emergency experienced in modern history, citing an approach that used graded public health measures to transform the short term trade off between lives and livelihoods into a win win that would save both lives and livelihoods over the longer term. The survey asserts that India established a globally unique model of strategic policy making in containing the COVID-19 pandemic while helping the economy recovery quickly from its deleterious impact. There is no denying that the country appears to have only flattened the curve but also crucially so far avoided a bruising second wave on infection seen in much of Europe and US. While it may be debatable as how much of the turn in pandemic's progress could be attributed wholly to proactive policy measures, the survey's con- contention that India has turned the crisis into an opportunity to strengthen its long term growth potential through seminal reforms sounds off key, especially given the ongoing farmers' agitation against the new farm laws, as well as the plight of the struggling small and medium scale industries and informal sectors. So, the central government has ordered and they made a committee that conducts the economic survey for the last year. So they are doing this because they want to again review how India had developed during this crisis. So it only considers the Indian economy. So they are going to consider every prospects as possible. So more than 700 pages have been presented by the survey and they choose for a self-congratulatory tone, and their survey highlights um, the policy that were introduced by India, and it helped the government in controlling the economy through this very scary and dangerous path. So this is the most unpredictable health emergency that had ever happened in the modern history of the world. So many countries have fallen into crisis because of the shortage of money, and also many people have died due to that. So they mentioned that they will be using an approach such as graded public health measures that would help them to transform the short term trade off between lives and livelihoods, and both of them can have advantage from it. So the survey shows that India became a globally unique model of strategic policy making in the time such as COVID-19 pandemic. So the policies and everything which was introduced by India was capable of increasing the economy and also decreasing the damage. So the economy is recovering quicker than expected because of these policies. So the impact of the pandemic is reducing day by day and the number of cases are also declining. So we cannot deny how lucky we were. The country has been bent and is having many flaws. So, but even though our country, India, has managed to avoid a second wave of infection which might have damaged the economy completely. So, the second wave of infection was seen in Europe and also US. So, the pandemic's process is decreasing because of the proactive policy measures that were given by India. So the survey's intention is that India has made this crisis as an opportunity to strengthen the potentiality and also the growth rate of the country. So they are called as seminal reforms. The ongoing farmers' protest against the new farm laws was a small problem, and the medium scale industries and informal sectors are not affected of it. So that's it, guys. Thank you.